So today I want to talk about how everything is a consumable in long-term survival and the implications of supply chain shortages and old stock materials. This is an F-350. I was getting a drain because inside this locking mechanism there's a door jar switch. And unfortunately, on trucks like this, there's a left-hand and right-hand door jar switch. And I'll show you the difference between them. And the right-hand side, passenger side door jar switch is very easy to find. The left-hand driver's side one is very difficult to find. And it looks like nobody's really making any new stock of these items. This particular truck is a 2001, so it's 25 years old. And the second thing you want to observe is a lot of these plastic fittings are proprietary. Even in here, for this lock release lever, you can see there's a plastic part in here. These kind of things are getting very difficult to find. So when I'm taking things apart like this, you have to be very careful you don't break anything like this, because they may not be available for replacement. I've gone to junkyards looking for stuff like this, but most of the time they've crushed the vehicle and they never salvage any of these components because there's no money in them. And if you break something, sometimes you can get a foreign-made component system where you get all of the parts, the latch, the lock mechanism, and you have to buy all of it. And you can see there's a tremendous amount of connectors. All these connectors are 25 years old. I work on some vehicles that are 50 or 60 years old in equipment. So anytime you're taking stuff like this apart, you need to be very careful that you don't break the latches on these connectors. So when you look at these switches, these are the door jar alarm switches. What happens is when the doors close, you push in these little balls. Sometimes you can take these apart and clean them and lubricate them and they'll work again. But unfortunately, in this instance, this one would not work at all. Now, when you examine these close up, you'll notice there's a tab right here. And the connector is on the right-hand side of that tab. And the reason it is when you put this in, you press it up and you turn it to the right. And that way, when you're looking at this, when it sets in the door, it sets like this, and that way your connector fits on it. Now, if you have a reverse tab, it would fit like that, and you wouldn't have sufficient room to attach the connector. But if you have electronic locks and you have a lock actuator, the wrong part won't even fit in the hole. So when you take a look at these, this is your passenger side and this is your driver's side. And you can see how the clip is offset to these connectors. Now, what it looks like is happening is there hadn't been any new ones of these made recently, and the driver's side ones wear out a whole lot more than the passenger side. So what we're doing is using up old stock. And what normally happens is they make short runs of these things. And what I'm noticing is more and more things are going to be obsolete and failing due to this issue. These can cause parasitic draws. If one of these doesn't work, it'll kill your vehicle battery in 5 days. So as we move forward into long-term survival, these are the kind of things that are going to become a problem. Now, the clip that fits in there, if you can't find this part, you could do a bypass loop. And these have teeth in them, right? So this slips on a connector, but you could take a wire loop and run from positive to negative, tape it up, and that would give the truck the idea that your switch is showing your door is closed, and that way there's no draw on the power. So I think moving forward, a lot of vehicles will only be able to stay in service if some of these things can be bypassed, because the availability is becoming non-existent. So please share your thoughts. We'll see you on the next video.